Happy New Year, folks. This is DK, back with Defenders, created by Nexo. One of the three campaigns in this grand custom campaign called The War of the Three Worlds. Originally in Spanish, but I'm playing the English version that the map maker was graciously kind of him to, publish for us, English-speaking folks. But yeah, I'm on the third mission now. It's a micro mission. Khaydarin Crystal. The Judicator Angered sends the Executor and Fenix to retrieve his crystal from a subway base of the Eternals. Eternals? Eternity? Who knows?
Fenix, Ejecutor, han hecho un buen trabajo en encontrar la entrada. Ahora, su misión consiste en ingresar a través de ella e infiltrarse en la base subterránea de la Eternidad. Una vez allí, buscarán el cristal robado hasta encontrarlo. Con ese cristal de nuevo en nuestras manos, ya no deberemos temer que los Terrans logren desentrañar sus valiosos secretos.
Fenix, Ejecutor, traigo importantes noticias. Las facciones Terran del dominio de Icarus acaban de enfrentarse en una cruenta batalla. Ahora mismo las fuerzas del dominio Terran se movilizan y avanzan en dirección de la ciudad central de Icarus.
Si el dominio Terran ha podido contrarrestar la fuerza de Icarus, quizás sea posible y necesario forjar una alianza con ellos, por el bien de nuestros hermanos.
De ninguna manera. No consentiré que mi pueblo una fuerzas con ese dominio Terran. Son tan ruines y despreciables como Icarus. Padecen de los mismos vicios. Los primeros fueron arrojados aquí por ti, Tazadar, y regaron esta tierra con la sangre de nuestro pueblo. Después, llegaron estos últimos por cuenta propia, y convirtieron nuestro mundo en el campo de batalla para resolver sus primitivos conflictos tribales. No, el cónclave nos ha ordenado eliminar a todos los Terran de Ayur, y eso es lo que haremos. Entado Adum.
Boomer mindset Alderis has, although he does sound very manly in the Spanish version. Bring the crystal to the beacon. Phoenix must survive 2 more O's. At least 2 pros need to survive. Shit, Phoenix is here. I have the same stats. The Savior. No hallucination. So yeah, right now, as the time that I'm playing and recording this, it's still December 31st here, Hawaii. I actually got off of work today and then, actually I came back from work after hitting the gym. Kind of early though, because my boss went home early because it's New Year's Eve. Alright, so now we're gonna have to bait some of these Terran folks to where my Dragoons are at. So yeah, so right now it's 6:08 p.m. December 31st, 2024. I'm sure most of you are watching this in 2025. So you can pretty much say that I'm from the past. But then again, Hawaii has like the second to the last time zone in the world. So, and by that I mean like we're gonna be in the past, second latest, or however you want to say it. Some scientists watching us here. No, but that was the regulars. Alright, let's go save here. The map maker didn't bother to disable the buildings here. I would do that in a micro mission if you can't build buildings. That's just me though. Alright, let's leave with Phoenix here. Right? Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. That's a pleasant surprise. So we didn't need to come here, but we saw some triggers happening, although our one zealot took some damage there, but that's fine. Alright, let's save here. See what's the high ground. Nothing. Now, Dragoons have a hard time going up the ramp. Going down the ramp is not much of an issue, but going up the ramp is a different story. And that's 1998 tech for you guys. So I have to just kind of guide them properly. You gotta, to make them go up easier, you gotta block them like this. See this? Then they'll go up. But this guy, you gotta, if you don't have any units to block him behind, you gotta just click a little bit slowly but surely. But because it takes a while to do that, I'll just bring down a zealot, block his path, and it'll be easier to have him go up, as you can see. So that's some tips and pointers for you folks. Okay, let's see what's in this door here. Puerta Cerradas. I'm sure it means access denied. Okay. Not much going on, so we have to backtrack. I would have made like some kind of beeping like trigger sound in here whenever like the door is, you know, locked or whatever. Whenever it beeps. Okay, there's a. Okay, we're 3-3 upgraded, so we don't really need to be scared of them. Because the Marines only do like 3 damage to our shields. And legit 2 damage to our Zealots. And 1 damage to Phoenix. That's kind of sad, man. Alright, let's see what's in here. Open doors. Access granted. Okay. So as I expected, I didn't need to bring all my units. Actually, Phoenix could have just taken care of all the units so far. I have Phoenix access the beacon here. Okay, so basically just, yeah. Basically, we would have, what could have happened was we get to this beacon and this door could have opened, essentially. And this is just a filler room. Okay? I'll destroy them, just in case. Did I lose a probe already? Dang. I actually lost the probe. I'm surprised. And all that fuss. The access entry denied or something, whatever it's called. Oh, they have siege mode. A pleasant surprise.
What would you ask of me?
Yeah, that ghost doesn't cloak. I don't know if it uses lockdown, but.
What would you ask of me? Immediately.
Lifer. What?
As you will, immediately. For ire. Immediately. As you will. For ire.
How the Dragoons went up that ramp so easy. Very good. Nothing in these terminals here. Just terrain work, lazy terrain work. Whenever I create installation maps, I try to tend to have the same terrain palettes. And you can check that out by playing my KCS campaign, Kevin Cooper story. Maybe I should bring my units there. While that's happening, I'm gonna scout out with the Dragoons and Phoenix. But yeah, what in eternity are the Eternals doing in this? Okay, pretty straightforward.
What would you ask of me? Your command? Executor for hire. Immediately.
Any traps? Okay. Pretty easy. Getting some Steam messages from one of my friends, my daughter friends. I'll ignore that for now. Ooh, there's a battle cruiser. Okay.
Your command, as you will. What would you ask of me? Executor, your command.
Cruise and improvement.
Executor, as you will, for hire.
Good use of triggers to make them start repairing. That's good. You barely see that in like constant campaigns. The one other campaign was like Ghost Training, I think, if I remember correctly. Like, not Ghost Training. It was like Xantiboan or something like that, or Prometheus or whatever. Like this SCV was repairing this emergency dropships in an installation. I have it on my playlist somewhere. It's been a while though since I last played that campaign. Like many years ago. Probably like, what the hell is this? Okay. Let's see if this door is locked. Yeah, it is. So this is like the... Very good. Chimera. Okay, I gotta be a little bit more careful here. But before that...
Honor guide me. I long for combat. I long for combat.
Okay, so that was kind of unnecessary, so we need to go to this beacon. I'm just destroying this just in case. It's pretty heavy. It's like a Thor, basically.
La verdad es que no esperaba encontrar información de los Terrans. Podría sernos de gran provecho poseerla. Ejecutor, lleva una sonda a hacer salida con estos archivos. Nuestros hermanos sabrán ponerlos a un buen resguardo hasta nuestro regreso. Ese sector debe estar nuestro cristal.
Nice. So that's why we need 2 probes, because of disc and the Khaydarin. Alright, so now we have to backtrack. And this is why the door opens here, because we can't come back from that vent. Jeez, this beacon took me by surprise. I thought it was like some kind of a computer terminal beacon, but it wasn't. So I should have been more careful. But anywho. Wow, let's go down, man. Let's go down. Now, the problem with micro missions and StarCraft in general, StarCraft 1, is this backtracking, where they're like you don't get to fight the enemies. Besides, like these occasional like units or traps that I've never attacked. So that's an issue, of course. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Now we get to backtrack all the way to here. Pretty chill at the moment. Gotta rally my probes to the High Templar. Actually, screw that. Just have to move. High Templars are like the slowest anyway. Is that siege thing we left behind? We'll destroy it just in case. In case some random civilian like gets here and then pilots the siege thing. So now we're back to this area. This is the part we haven't explored yet. Let's wait for the probes to come, and then this Dragoon will have a clue. This needs a little nudge here, as you can see. So? And well, this kind of gives us time to recharge our plasma shields on our units, so that's pretty good. But gameplay wise, it's kind of, you know, not much to do here, pretty much. Like the map maker could have like once we access the data disk, put another transporter to get us to like here or something, but you know, this is fine. Save again, got all our units here. Unfortunately, I lost one probe earlier during that siege tank fight. Good. Anything else? Yeah, there it is. Alright, just attack.
Recuperamos el cristal Khaydarin. Ejecutor, ordenale a una de las sondas que lo recoja y lo lleve hasta la salida.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire map, it seems. Let's go this way. Did we explore the whole map? Kind of. I mean, not all the map areas will be available, and that's not a bad thing. You know, you don't need to use every corner of the map. You know, some places should be kind of like dark and inaccessible. You know,
What would you ask of me?
it gives you that mysterious feeling, right? So let's see. Let's just backtrack real quick. Oh, yeah, we did explore everywhere. Looks like.
For ire, I hunger for battle.
So that should be the end of the map here, I think. We have the data disk, we have the Khaydarin Crystal, and then it's like lore-wise, is it the Protoss pylon made up of Khaydarin crystals? Why does it have to be this specific Khaydarin crystal, you know what I mean? You Dragoon, you stay there. Data disks delivered. Khaydarin Crystal recovered. That's it. Very straightforward micro mission. Not that hard actually. But that'll be it for DK. I hope you all have a good start off to a new year, 2025. Can't believe it's 2025 already. Well, not for me yet, but in a few hours we'll. Signing off!